Yo, how's it going, guys? Hope we're all doing well. I've just pinned a question that I've got for you guys. Basically, it's a bit of a thinker. Something that a video concept that I've planned to do for a while, but I need to figure out what Pokemon actually qualify for it. Right, let's move this down. So, just as an example, two Pokemon that this works with is Shelgon with Dragon Breath, Twister, and Flamethrower. That moveset is exactly the same as Starmie with Psywave, Aqua Jet, and Ice Beam, but I can't think of a third Pokemon that would have the exact same moveset, exact same like damage values in terms of all of those moves without sharing any of those moves. Yes, basically. Well, you need to find a fast move with two clones and then charge moves as well. I can find some where it's like for example, Dragon Breath and Powder Snow. In terms of their damage and energy per turn, they're identical, but obviously one's a one-turn move and the other is a two-turn move, so they are slightly different. So I'm trying to get exact clones of each other, but you know, I'll settle for close ones. Yeah, best parameters would be Shadow Claw. Yeah. So I do have one combination, technically two. Like there's four Pokemon that I can fit within the moves that I've got, but they're a bit scuffed. And it would require building a few new Pokemon using some Elite TMs, which I don't want to do. So I'm seeing if you guys can come up with anything else. But anyways, whilst you guys are thinking about that, obviously we are going to be doing some GBL battles. So this is basically just a continuation of the stream that we did on Thursday. So for anyone who didn't manage to catch that, essentially we've just got a wheel with, well, there's more names added to it now, about 84 Pokemon, but you can donate and add more names to it if you feel like it. But basically, these are just Pokemon that I enjoy using, because recently the Go Battle League has not been particularly fun, so we're just trying to make it as fun as we can. However, we do have a suggestion from the previous stream, and that's if we spin the wheel twice. So for example, we get Lileep and Gigalith. So we've already got two rock types. If I was to spin now and get like Tyranitar, I can just scrap that and spin it. Excuse me. Spin again until we get something that isn't going to share loads of weaknesses with what we've already got. So Drampa, we're going to be triple weak to fighting types. So we will scrap the Drampa suggestion. And instead, we will not go for Gigalith because that's already there. We will go for Spiritomb instead. So there we go. That's how it's going to work. Did you teach your GBL Rayquaza Dragon Ascent? By the way, guys, GBL means Go Battle League. Great League is just GL. So, but yes, it's got Dragon Ascent. Right, let's try and remember what the hell we even spun from the wheel there. It was Spiritomb, Lileep, and Gigalith. Oh yeah, by the way guys, I am still a bit ill, so apologies. Like, that's why the videos have been a bit like less frequent. It's like every time I record a video, it's like my throat is really sore for a few days afterwards, so I can't really do like back-to-back days. And even just streaming is a little bit intensive. Okay, Spideops lead. Okay, we've got an answer to the question. I'll read it in a second. Okay, so we got Shadow Pinsir, Shadow Ursaluna, Shadow Sharpedo, Bug Bite, Tackle, Water Gun. Bug Bite's no longer a clone of those. Also, I've not been paying attention. I've got like 2 rock types in the back. I probably should have swapped out of this matchup. That's on me. If they just thrown straight lunge, it should be 5 to the next one. Is there a world where we lock on them down? Shit. It doesn't look like it. Damn it. We should have just come in. And yeah, we need to put 2 charge moves per Pokemon as well. Mate, you know what? After this battle, I will stop trying to read chat. Ah, shit. I'll stop trying to read chat whilst doing the battle, because I've massively misplayed so far already. Okay, I went for a Meteor Beam, which they no shield. Fuck. Alright, yeah, we lose this one. They can just, like, sand to me to death. I will humor them and use a shield anyways. But yeah, they do sand tomb. Of course. Our only win condition really is if they've got, I don't know, something ridiculously weak to either rock or grass in the back. And we get an ancient power boost. That could be quite nice. Okay, they are weak to rock, but unless we boost here, we're still not winning this. And they actually no-shield the first. Makes sense. Yeah, that was definitely a winnable game for us. We could have just paid attention at the start, and we'd have been fine. Or potentially just not try to lock on farm them down when they were so healthy. Just had a good Battle of Spice battle, just to have a game-winning CMP loss. Ah, that's devastating. Alright, right. So, next battle, going to try and pay more attention to the actual battle. That's a good plan. I recommend it for all of you guys as well, when you're battling. Okay. So, we got Urshifu, Blacephalon, and Ampharos. No face cam? It is right here. I think maybe you just tuned in as we had the wheel up, maybe. What even is that first one? It's Urshifu. It's legendary or mythical, something like that. Okay, Baxcalibur. A bit tricky for us, unless they have Ice Fang, which they do. Okay, that's fine. I guess that's actually okay for us. Interesting matchup. Okay, we get a shield. And they throw an alignment, that's fine with me. Yeah, I was going to say, probably an Icy Wind, but it doesn't matter because... Ooh. We debuffed them already. This is quite an annoying matchup because I just barely can't quite go for a full farm down here. They go for X Scissor. Strange play. Fuck it. To be honest, if they come back in with Excalibur, I should be able to live 3 Ice Fangs if I debuff myself here. But they don't. Shit. Okay, so we do have Ampharos in the back, which is no good for us here. And all shields are down. Tricky. Yeah, we've lost this, unfortunately. Use Elekid, Smoochum, and Magby trio, please. I actually have that one on the way. I used it recently. I forgot. I thought the like the hatch day thing was this weekend. So I was like, I started getting some battles ready for that trio. Then I realized that it's not until next weekend. So I don't like. I'll just wait until next weekend for that one. Just beat Cliff from a balloon as I open the stream. Got Shiny Shadow Axew. Thanks for the stream luck. Very nice. I've only battled Cliff during this rotation, and so far, unfortunately, no Shiny Shadow Axew for me. But we keep on going for it. All right, Rhyperior, Ho-Oh, and Heracross. Okay, I'm trying to think what order makes the most sense. I'll just... yeah. I don't know. It's a bit of a tricky one. Do you have a Shadow Pinsir? Yes, I do. Also, my favourite type is Dragon type. Okay, Heracross into Dragonair. I guess good to see it here, so my backline doesn't appreciate Aquatails. We'll just go straight for upper hand. If they shield, I'll swap out into Rhyperior. Which they do. No debuff, unfortunately. And obviously Aquatail is going to have to be shielded here. We can go for 2 more, I think, maybe. Oh, bro. Well, you know what? We'll look to grab the final shield, and then we can just come in with Ho-Oh. Either that, or they no shield. Okay, they shield, that's fine. They farm to back Leaf Blades. Is this song All These Lies? Possibly. I can't hear it myself. It doesn't play on my end, but presumably. I mean, we could come in with Heracross and just force the energy. Oh, they're not throwing immediately, though. That's fine, though. They won't be able to get to a... well, they shouldn't be able to get to a foul play if one Incinerate takes them out here. But they might just swap out. Alright, that should just be a Leaf Blade. No, it's a foul play, apparently. How was that a foul play? Okay. I've lost. How were they already at a foul play there? I guess... 9 Snarls. Maybe that is enough for 2 leaf blades and a foul play these days. Oh well, we're getting absolutely wrecked so far. So mission failed in terms of trying to have fun. But we will hopefully get some better battles now. Alright. Slurp Puff, double incinerate. I guess we've got Energy Ball for coverage. So it's okay-ish. What's my favorite type besides dragon? It's fire types. Okay, incredible lead, and definitely where we need to see it. We'll see what they want to do here. Okay. How many mons do you have for the Great League? Okay, the debuff me is not ideal. For Great League, I've probably got like, I don't know, 800 plus Pokemon. Okay, do we get there? I think we barely do. Nice. Okay, huge. Okay, that should just be game over now, right? We just come in with Salazzle, sacrifice it. Okay. Right. I don't know if Surf or Hydro Cannon does more damage from the shadows here. They bait with a Swift, obviously. Makes sense. I should be able to live a Surf. It's just a Swift. Okay, cool. Okay, I think that might have been CMP. No, it wasn't CMP. I think at this point, I'll shield. I expect them to come back in with the Feraligatr. Okay, they don't. I think I'm fine. I think they're 2 away. I think 1 Incinerate takes them out. Yep, alright. Finally a win. We'll take it. I don't, us 15495. I don't know if you understood the question, but none of those Pokemon have the same, have like clone movesets. Maybe they have the same stats for raids potentially, but certainly for PvP they're not that similar. Alright, we got Bibarel, Gallade, and Satitan. Thoughts on Wales? Do you mean the country or the massive mammals that live in the ocean? Alright, Turtonator lead. A little bit tricky for us. Okay, they go straight for Brutal Swing, which we can live. I think we'll just, like, go for the zero shield scenario here. I actually don't even know if we live one more Incinerate, so we'll just go for close combat. Okay, cool, that's fine. Answer the question, Togetic / Sylveon with Fairy Wind, Psyshock, Dazzling Gleam, Shelgon with Ember, Flamethrower and Twister, and Zapdos with Thundershock, Drill Peck, Thunderbolt. Nice. Alright, there. Oh my god. Triple Dragon. Don't mind it. Fair play, actually. We might as well start shielding something. Oh, why did I throw? I don't think it matters. But we should have just committed to the farm down. I thought I'd win CMP. But obviously not. Are you into cars? No. Okay, I surely live a Brutal Swing from this range. If not, I've completely thrown this game. Oh, Dragon Claw. Shit, man. I really easily should have won that game. That's so bad. Jesus. Alright, I'm not on form today so far. But in my defense, again, that's what happens when you start trying to read chat. You're just not focusing on the battle. Alright, guys. I'm going to have to answer your questions in between battles from now on, because I'm stinking out the place at the moment. Okay, so let's have a look. So Silver Marble said Togetic or Sylveon with the same moveset of the Fairy Wind, Psyshock, Dazzling Beam, Shelgon, Ember, Flamethrower, Twister, Zapdos with Thundershock, Drill Peck and Thunderbolt. Yeah, okay, that works. I'll tell you the one that I had in mind, which I didn't really like that much, but it does fit. Was Walrein with Powder Snow, Icicle Spear and Water Pulse. Murkrow with Peck, Drill Peck and Dark Pulse. And then a couple options. You could have Mew with Psyshock. No, Shadow Claw, Psyshock. I think it lands Gyro Ball. And then also you could have like Alolan Sandslash with Shadow Claw, Drill Run, and Gyro Ball as well. Or potentially you could do like actually no, that doesn't really work. Never mind. But yeah, there's a few of them. But I don't really I'm not so keen on that as an option. So I think I'll go with the suggestion instead, right? Hippowdon, Gigalith, and Hisuian Zoroark. Alright guys, we need to start locking in, because we're not playing very well so far. Okay. That's bad. Suggest G-Fuel either through liquid or directly up the nostrils to lock in. Okay, we're kind of just... We don't have any play so far. That's all I'll say. Ugh. Okay. Kind of worked. We lose CMP again. No. Oh, man. Okay, just... What's the point? I'm playing so badly right now. Alright, I'm supposed to be having fun, guys. What's going wrong? Alright. We keep on going. That was just tough alignment. Okay, Slurpuff, Hydreigon, and Hisuian Zoroark again. Did you do a Spice video in the Master Premier Cup? Nah. I thought about it, but I don't know, the meta just doesn't look very fun at all. Okay, that's a bad lead for us. If we swap into Hydreigon, I'm sure they have a great answer. Okay, maybe they don't. So used to using glass cannons, you just always assume that you win CMP. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, I'm actually going to tank 2 of these, and then I'll swap to get ahead on Hisuian Zoroark. If they have an answer to it, then we just lose straight up. But I feel like this is my only potential play here. Okay, they're on Leaf Tornado. Please don't debuff me. Fuck. Okay, I think that's game over. Okay, don't double debuff me at least. I can't really remember how much energy they've just banked. What I'm hoping to do is put them into range where a foul play KOs, which it should. Ah, that's annoying. I should have... it doesn't really matter. Okay, hold up. Okay, let's go. All right, we locked in. We actually got a win, guys. We remembered. Hisuian Zorak with the redemption arc. I guess that rhymes, actually. That's quite nice. All right. Next up, we got Gallade again. I think what we'll do is once we've had a Pokemon twice, then we'll just ignore it for the next one. Ursaluna. Okay, so Ursaluna is only here because someone donated to have it last time, I'm pretty sure. Because I don't... Okay, Gallade, you're not on the team anymore, bro. Aurorus. Okay, so yeah, we'll ignore any Gallade from now on. Yeah, Ursaluna is not a particularly fun Pokemon to run, to be completely honest here. But it is on the wheel, so is what it is. Why won't they just give Ursaluna a good fast move? I don't know. I feel like they keep on compensating by just giving it more and more charge move options. That if they ever did give it a good fast move, it's just got too much coverage. They even made a point to give it Smackdown and then nerfed Smackdown as well, whilst it already wasn't a great move. Okay. Decent lead matchup, especially to see it here with the backline that we've got. Okay, they don't throw on CMP. I'm gonna say we don't need to shield in this matchup. And I think I'll just throw straight away. Well, I'll wait one turn to make sure they don't catch, which they don't. And then here, if they want to get rid of me, I don't mind with a shield advantage. Hopefully that means like Medi is like their best answer to my backline. So what we'll do is we'll come in, we'll shield once, and hopefully Powder Snow them down. Because I actually can't remember what fast move we've got on this Ursaluna. I think it's probably Tackle, but it could be Smackdown, which is obviously not great. Right. Okay, they do full send. Okay, we get the perfect farm down. That is huge. I'm just going to full send it, you know. No point messing around here. Obviously they shield. Uh-oh! It's a bad day to be a Ninetales Jumpluff core. Alright. Ursaluna hard carry. Alright, GG's. Okay, so remember Gallade is off the list, so will Spiritomb. And probably Aurorus now as well, since we've had them both a couple of times. And then we've got Groudon. I could just remove them from the wheel, but I can't be bothered. Okay, so Spiritomb. But we still have Hisui and Zoroark. Actually, yeah, good point. Let's say Zoroark is off limits as well. Okay, Wigglytuff lead. I guess good to see it here. Typical charge moves are resisted. They are going to no shield. I probably should have thrown a move, but we come in with Groudon here. They rock slided me for some reason, so that's quite nice. That should mean it takes him 4 to the next one, maybe? I'll throw here just in case. I should have come in with Spiritomb probably, just because it has a really bad matchup into the Wigglytuff. But I guess it's fine. It's fine to come in here now with the Spiritomb. Because we put him into range where like Sucker Punches plus a Rock Tomb should be enough. Okay, that didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. I wanted to swap out before I took the charm damage. But that's fine, I guess. This will do a lot. Okay, it forces them to throw. That's quite good news. I don't know how much energy they've got. Can we see Skiddo in a battle if you have one built? Unfortunately, I do not have a Skiddo built. Skiddo is a pretty bad Pokemon. Okay, I'm in trouble here. No, I'm not. Because I can just go for a Rock Tomb. Obviously, they Icy Wind, but Rock Tomb should be enough damage. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a Skiddo built. Its fast move options are like Rock Smash and Zen Headbutt, I think. So I haven't grinded out the XL candies for it. But obviously you can pick some other stuff. I have Go-Goat built. It's not quite the same thing, but you know, if you have any other requests, I can try to fulfill them. But the redemption arc of this set is going much better than the last one, so that's good to see. Just to see Go-Goat mixed in with some other stuff. Alright, well, what I'll do is I'll spin the wheel, I'll get 2 Pokemon, and then I'll add Go-Goat as the third, and then we'll permanently add it to the team. To the wheel, sorry. Thank you for the donation, by the way. We've got Dragonite. Obviously, Go-Goat will be on the team, and then Crustle as the third. Oh, let's Let's actually add it to the wheel then. Double weak to ice. But that's fine. We're not going to see any ice types, surely. Famous last words. Okay. It's not ideal for us. Okay, expecting them to have flamethrower for coverage. And they do shield the first move, so I might as well shield in return. Potentially they don't have an amazing answer to Go-Goat. And yeah, they do go for flamethrower. Okay, this is actually a fine matchup for us, since they're not on acid. Obviously Rock Team's not going to put us into 2-shot range. And they let me get to 2 leaf blades before they even throw. Okay. Alright, at this point could I Fury Cutter snipe them? Yes. Okay, cool. Obviously, we still don't have a great matchup into Slurpuff here. But we can throw on CMP, and we win CMP this time. That's good to know. And we get the one shot. Very nice. Raikou. Cool to see. Alright, we've got them pretty low here. They're at back-to-back Aura Spheres. Alright, GG's. Go-Goat is the GOAT for a reason. Clearly just like no answer to Go-Goat safe swap on their team. Mr. Toast, how does one grind out XL candies for a certain Pokemon? So, if there are events where said Pokemon is spawning, you just go hard during that event. You can Mega Evolve Pokemon, like if you've got a 3rd stage, Mega, But yeah, if you've got like a 3rd stage Mega of the same typing as that Pokemon, then you've got like a higher chance of getting XL candies for the Pokemon. And then as well, you got what's it like, Friendship Fridays, where you can trade you trade with someone and it's like 2 guaranteed XLs per trade, I think. I haven't done it for a while, because to be honest, there's not really been much that I've been wanting to grind XL candies for recently. But yeah, so using Mega Evolved Pokemon when a certain Pokemon is spawning in the wild, saving them to trade on Fridays when you get the guaranteed XLs or 2 XLs or whatever it is. That's pretty much it these days. I guess research tasks, if they're ever in research, you just stack them and then try and catch them during any, like, sometimes you'll get in the Go Pass, there'll be like some random bonus that's like 2 times or 3 times XL candy chance to catch it or something like that. And so if you save them and then catch them during that time. But like, obviously, it's a lot of effort to only get like a handful of XL candies. Obviously, another one is just to set it as your buddy and walk it. But depending on what that Pokemon is, it might be a 5 kilometer, or it could be like a legendary or mythical Pokemon where it's 20 kilometers per candy, which probably just isn't worth it if that's your only way of grinding them. But also, this is something that I don't take advantage of at all. But for rare candy XLs, you can get like guaranteed XL candies on Max Mondays, and I think probably raid days, like the Wednesday raid days as well, maybe for in-person raids. I don't take advantage of either of those things, so I definitely should. I just always forget until I notice it at like 10 to 7 p.m. or something like that, when I'm like, ah, shit, should have gone out and done a bunch of max battles. Because, like, how do you view how much, like, max energy you've got? Yeah, I've got, like, over the limit, because I just forget to do them. But yeah, that's basically it. Also, like, during seasons where you don't have the guaranteed XL candies from trades, if people do, if people go on holiday or something and they've got distance Pokemon to trade, you can get the XL candies that way. Right, next up we've got Bibarel. So we've already used that once, so we'll say that's the last time we'll use Bibarel here. And Rhyperior we've also used. Alright, actually no, we can't do that. That team is triple weak to grass and fighting. So we'll spin the wheel again and come up with a different third. Low kicks. Yeah, I guess that works. Update, yeah, no shit, those exist. Yeah, there's quite a lot of Pokemon that have like only Ice Punch or Thunder Punch. Okay, good lead. Actually, your whole team's pretty good into this Pokemon. Okay. Gonna be a little bit disappointed if they bait me here with Psychic Fangs, but that's fine, they do full send the Aura Wheel. Yeah, maybe I should have gone for Trailblaze, because I feel like whilst my fast move pressure is resisted, like over time I probably would have been able to fast move farm them down, whereas now, like, we're not actually in the best position. I'll no shield this, because I think they could outpace us to the next move. But I've still got 2 Pokemon that wall Jellicent, so it's not the end of the world. But they will now reach another move here. Okay, they're doing a lot of damage as well. Okay, I think I can shield once and farm them down now. Yeah, they do Psychic Fangs this time, that's fine, whatever. Alright, we took a lot of damage there. We're fucked. Damn it. Okay, yeah, we are very weak to Jump Bluff. To be fair, even with the low kicks. Yikes. Okay, our win condition is like... Actually, no, because Night Slash doesn't even boost enough. I was going to say back-to-back Night Slash boosts. But even then, we'd have to... That only boosts by one stage each time. So yeah, we just can't win this, unfortunately. And actually, it looks like we wouldn't reach 3 Night Slashes. Yeah, definitely not. Bibaro should win, it's God. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I don't know why it didn't win. Whoops. Okay, we've got Lampant, Ho-Oh. Okay, we've had Ho-Oh twice. And that's a triple fire team, so we can't be going with that. Quillfish. We'd be triple weak to ground. Ah, fuck it, we'll just go with Quillfish. And we'll leave. Nah, you know what? We've not seen any ground types for a couple of games, so best way to bring them out is if you go triple weak to ground. Okay, we've got Shadow Ball. Right, we'll just full send it right off the bat, and we'll see what they want to do. They don't want to shield, and oh, that's quite disappointing. It doesn't KO. Okay, we catch a body slam, which is something. Okay, they've overfarmed quite a bit here, so we'll just let it go. Hopefully they bait. No, they do full send. Makes sense. Okay, Quillfish does have some energy. A decent amount of energy, actually. Is this Shadow Ball already? Am I cooked? Okay, that's fine. Well, not fine. Okay, I'm not throwing on perfect timing here, because I just want to get off both these moves. I don't expect them to shield now. And they don't. I could have definitely just gone for the other thing. Alright, GG's. Do you have a Snubble and or Staryu for Great League? Just wondering, not asking you to use them. Nah, I've considered building a Snubble, but and Staryu same, it's like just tackle as a fast move. is when you're already lacking in stats, you need to at least have a decent fast move. Otherwise, kind of pointless to build. Yeah, are there any other Pokemon that don't have a fast move or a move in general that's linked with its name, like Incineroar and Low Kicks? Is there a third? We could maybe run a trio of those. Anyways, let's go ahead and spin the wheel again. We got Dragonite, so we'll say Dragonite. This is your final battle. We got Palkia. Bro. Giraffe Rig. Okay. Battled Luke Superstar. We tied. Thought he was going to use Spice too. Is this with you trying to get your win with the Battle of Spice team, or just in general? Okay. Depending on his say swap, that seems like he got a pretty good team into his. Although Metacham's not the most comfortable. Okay, Kingdra in the lead, that's fine. I'll just go immediately for a Psychic Fangs here. But they could have a Tinkaton in the back. But they don't throw on very good timing, so you know what? I might as well just shield. Octazooka, bro, what? What the hell? Oh. I wish I swapped into the Dragonite. The plus side is they can never farm me down. They're at an Ice Beam now. And honestly, we're kind of chipping with Palkia. Okay, they're one away. They do just let it go. I think I've got back-to-back Thunder Punches. Yeah, that's the game. They throw a charge move anyways, which I think they had to do. Yeah, we had Thunder Punch. Nice. Do you think Shadow Weezing has any potential in the Go Battle League? Has Rollout, Thunderbolt, and something else. It does have Shadow Ball. It's got Sludge Bomb. I think if it had Sludge instead of Sludge Bomb, I think it could genuinely have some play. But I think just its cheapest move being 50 energy holds it back a fair bit. As well, if it maybe had acid as a fast move instead of rollout. Rollout's good, obviously, but having stab damage with acid could be quite useful for it. Alright. On to the next one, we've got Sylveon, Starmie, and Toucannon. Do I have a fully built Coughing? No. Again, another one where it just doesn't have good fast moves. Supposedly, back in 2016 when the game came out, both Coughing and Wheezing had access to Acid, which is like a non-obtainable legacy move. Okay. But it's like impossible to find anyone who's got that. And I don't even know if it's true or not, because I've not seen the evidence for it. Oh, do they just go for a Shadow Punch here? Cool. Could I farm them down? I don't think so. Maybe I should have committed to the farm down, but we don't want to get too greedy here. Okay, Dunsparce. I was going to say they probably commit to a farm down, so maybe I should have committed to another Beak Blast there, but this is fine. They're debuffed once. We've grabbed both shields. Okay, issue is we've only got resisted damage for the Greninja. Although technically, wait, oh, I don't know which Starmie I'm using. Okay, we've got Power Gem and Ice Beam here. Okay, tricky. I brought the wrong Starmie. But I guess we just tank these. Actually, if they come back in with Greninja, that might be slightly better for me. Okay, they don't. That's fine still. I think this will KO. Yeah, and then hopefully we can do enough fast move pressure. It's going to be a little bit dicey though. We've only got resisted charge moves. They bait with a Night Slash. I don't think that makes a difference. Still takes the same number of fast moves to get to the second Hydro Cannon anyways. Let's see then. Shadow Ball. Okay, yeah, we're fine. GG's. Closer than I was hoping for, but still fine. Alright. But yeah, so the only way I'd build a Coughing is if I find someone who's got the unobtainable Legacy Acid fast move, because it does have Sludge, which is better than Wheezing, and then it's got like Dark Pulse for coverage, which is okay-ish. But it's not worth running on like Tackle. Okay, so we said we'd ignore Zoroark. We've got Kyogre, Rapidash, and we said we'd ignore Gigalith as well. Shiftry. Okay, so Kyogre, Rapidash, and Shiftry. Alright, Shiftry into Sand Slash. They could be on Shadow Claw, but we'll swap out. It's not ideal. I'll just go for an Avalanche. Tough matchup for us so far. But I just want to guarantee the damage. Because Shiftry does technically wall the Jellicent. So I can tank one move. And potentially farm up to 2 moves. Okay, they full send a Shadow Ball. That's good. Okay, look at this walling of Shiftry. Right here. Okay, they actually go for Surf. That's fine. In that case, I'll throw a move. Okay, we do still have Rapidash. We're going to need to hope that they don't have like a Mud Boy in the back. We might be okay here. I wonder if after this boost we can KO before they get to the next one. Oh boy. Okay. That's GG's surely. Oh my god. Alright, let's go. Are you doing Max Monday with the new Dynamax Magmar tomorrow? I was just saying earlier that I always forget that Max Mondays give the rare candy XLs. So I probably should. However, will I remember to do it tomorrow? Probably not. But I think the one I'm most annoyed about is the Trubbish one, because obviously you get like decent Stardust for catching Trubbish as well. So it feels like it's like a double whammy that I missed out on. Alright. Okay, I think we're getting the hang of it now. We had a pretty bad first set, but otherwise I think we've been in pretty good. Okay, we got Bruxish, Blaziken, so this will be Blaziken's last one, and then Crustle as well. Is there a time limit for the max battles? Okay, we don't have Aquatail here, which may be good or bad for us depending on what we see. Blaziken and Crustle. What are Dynamax Pokemon genuinely good for other than obtaining more Dynamax Pokemon? That's the issue. That's it. That's what they're good for. And because I spend so much Stardust on stuff for the Go Battle League, I don't have the resources to build another version of every single Pokemon that I already have, or multiple versions of the Pokemon that I've already got built for raids and stuff like that. Okay, that's as bad as it gets for us. We do have Crustle in the back. I'm trying to figure out... Okay, they actually let me get to a crunch. I guess we just let it go down. Or you know what, fuck it. Let's just snipe with some Fury Cutters. They took way too long to get out there. Okay, we accidentally throw on CMP. That was not my intentions. But we can tank an Energy Ball fine. Okay, accidental CMP tie number 2. I swear I'm clicking on these like a turn earlier, but we're just CMP tying apparently. But whatever, we're in honestly a decent position. Oh, I spoke too soon. We don't have an answer to Stunfisk. Okay, let's think about the plan here then. We have to just shield everything really. If they come back in with Malamar, they've got 2 moves loaded. They are very low on the Malamar. What do we want to do here? Do we want to force them to come back in with the Malamar? I think so. Superpower probably takes me out. Do we live a discharge at all? Probably not. Probably not. No, definitely not. GG's. Feel like if we managed to... I think if we just threw our charge move with the Blaziken, we could have won that game there. I'm not sure if they swapped out just as we got to it. They probably did. In my head, I'm thinking that I overfarmed by 1, but I think they just timed that well. Either way, GG's to that trainer. Next up, we've got Ampharos. So this is going to be Ampharos' last appearance. We've got Zapdos and Metang. Okay, we're double weak to ground here again. And especially Pancake would just wreck our team. Alright, we've got Spice Lord in our midst. That does so much damage. Okay. It appears I've been fooled by their Salamence. They're not actually a Spice Lord, they're just running Salamence. Okay, they let me get to a Brutal Swing. I honestly don't mind if they even farm me down here, because Metang does just completely wall them. They are going to shield. But yeah, we're fine. So we'll see how much damage a Rock Tomb does. Semi-Spice Lord, yeah, we'll give them half points. We'll have to wait to see their third before we make a decision, I guess. But they should be energy dry now. Yeah, they're not really a Spice Lord. They're just posing as one. Okay. Okay, they actually shield. Thank you, Michael, for the donation. Shadow Galarian Weezing, Shadow Zweilous, and Shadow Kanto Electrode. We can definitely give that a go for you. Right, I guess we just no shield here. My mom's watching Fast and Furious. Fair enough. Alright, GG's. Right, now actually, I don't know if I have a... Oh yeah, Shadow Goliath Weezing I definitely have for the Great League. Okay, cool. Let me add all of those to the wheel before we lock in the team. I think it's wireless is... No, actually, it probably isn't on the wheel yet because I've got Hydreigon on it. This is wireless and regular electrode. Third Pokemon in the category of Incineroar and Lokix is Drillbur / Excadrill without Drill Peck. Yeah, I guess so. I guess they don't really have beaks to peck with, so it's kind of understandable. But yeah, I mean they have Drill Run, which makes more sense. So I'd say that's like a half points for that. But you came up with 2 Pokemon, so I guess we'll give it to you. All right, Weezing. There's wireless. Electrode. Fortress, okay, heavily dependent on what their fast move is. Okay. Volt Switch is pretty good for us. They probably shield, but we might as well just go for the Dark Pulse anyways. Yeah, they do shield, that's fine. Oh, we can't? Okay, Gliscor. We are double weak to ground in the back, and they've also just banked Sand Tomb. Could be like a triple Sand Tomb team, maybe? I don't know. Oh, they're on Furica. Okay. I don't know who. I assume we'd win CMP up against the other thing. Ooh. Okay, we're cooked, man. Nidoqueen on Mudslap. That actually takes us out. Shit. Yeah, we're unfortunately definitely losing this. Togekiss can't learn Draining Kiss. Oh, that's a good shout. I don't even know why I'm shouting. It doesn't make a difference. Alright, GG's. Apologies, couldn't get a win there. Bit of a tricky double ground backline for our team that was very weak to ground types. But they're on the wheel now, so we might get them again. Anyways, next up we've got Hisuian Samurott. We've got Gogoat again. And Urshifu again. Could do a movie wheel. Probably need category though, like Disney / Pixar or something to limit the variety. It feels like a lot of effort needs to go into thinking of stuff for that. Alright, so we had Go, Urshifu, and Samurott. Hisuian Samurott specifically. Okay, this is a fine lead for us. Okay, I was literally just about to swap out, and I'm glad I didn't. Okay, if they commit to a farm down, I do at least reach 3 Leaf Blades here. Oh, what the hell? Oh, they get damage registration arrow. Okay, they didn't throw a fast move though, which is good. We just have to hope it's not double fairy. How hard is it to get AQM from GBL? I've actually, I don't know, this... It's hard to say if this is an actual thing or not. But I've personally been getting a lot more... Okay, hold on a second, let's pay attention here. I'm going for Icy Wind. I've been getting more legendary encounters recently, or at least it feels like it. Feels like at the start of the season, like every game, oh sorry, every set I was getting like a Lapras. Nowadays it feels a lot more frequent, but I don't know if that's just my own personal experience, like confirmation bias or whatever. Day, I should live a draw on from this thing. But we're at back-to-back breaks anyways. Wasn't GBL Kyurem banned? The black and white versions were banned in Master League for a bit. Because there was a glitch where you could get Glaciate on them, I think. But Sunflaws 1 says it got unbanned, so presumably that means that they removed that move from the Kyurems that did have it. Yo, happy I caught you live, usually missing it by about an hour. Love the content, my man. Appreciate that. I don't know how many battles we've got left, but I am just going to do all 6 sets that I've got today. I banked a set from yesterday as well. Okay, we've got Ledian, Cacturn, and Blaziken we've had a couple times already, so I'll spin again. Bombardier. That team's like double weak to a lot of things, but screw it, whatever. We'll just go for it. Okay, tricky. I think we have to just stay in this. But I feel like they're going to have an answer to my backline. So we're kind of cooked already. What we'll try to do is we'll try to catch a discharge onto Cacturn, but I don't think that's going to help me in any way at all. So we'll just see. How unexpected, a core breaker. It's crazy how that's happened. Alright, let's see. Oh! That's actually fine. I probably could have gotten away with going for Trailblaze, as I feel like they'd shield here. But no, they don't shield. Okay. Oh my god, Cacturn is about to just sweep a whole team. Who is this paid actor? Mate, they've reverse stream sniped us. My man. They even full set a mud bomb for some reason. Okay, GG's, let's go. Need to go to bed in 17 minutes. Well, at least you got to witness the cactus show. Okay, cool. We have at least one more set, so that is good to know. Okay, Gigalith we've had a few times, so we'll ignore that. Cacturn. This is Cacturn's moment, so we won't interrupt that. We'll go Cacturn, Flamigo, and Swanna. Okay, we might struggle if we see a fairy. Or probably quite a few other things actually, but a fairy in the lead is probably an instant loss. Unless this is a Azumarill, then that'll be fine. But yeah, I feel like Cacturn either just sweeps full teams or hard loses. Okay, Dugong. Okay, that's a core breaker as well. Awkward one though, because we do have... Because we're double weak to ice, but both our Pokemon weak to ice also have super effective damage to hit back in return. So it's a bit of an awkward one, really. They do overfarm, which I don't appreciate. There's no point shielding, because if I shield there, they'll live the upper hand like quite comfortably and just farm me down. So instead, we'll come in with Shadow Swanna. We take neutral damage from ice here, which is at least something. However, I'm gonna probably have to shield anyways, because otherwise there's probably no opportunity to use shields if we don't shield here. Okay, Fly hopefully at least puts him into range where one more gust will take him out. That's the hope. And it actually just gets the KO. That's good. Okay, we gotta hope for Cacturn to be good into two of their remaining things. And that's not the case. Oh, hold up a second though. Did I bank a move on Swanna? Probably not. Oh, but they shield here. Alright, let's see what we can do then. Maybe I put the Jellicent into range where I can take him out. I can't really remember. Let's see. We've got the Fly loaded. Did we get him low enough? Probably not. No, definitely not. Oh, they didn't throw. We could have gone for two Aqua Jets, maybe done ever so slightly more damage. Ah, I wonder if that would have been more. Probably not. I wonder why they didn't throw straight away there. Alright, well anyways, GG's to that trainer. Next up we've got Lampant. So we've had it once already. Bombardier we've also had once. And Ampharos, I think that's the second time we've had it, so we'll skip it for Alolan Raichu, which is pretty similar. So I don't mind that. What moves would you like to see get buffed / reworked? Well, let me figure out order-wise. That probably makes the most sense. Buffed or reworked? Alright, I need to actually properly think about that, because off the top of my head, I literally can't think of anything. I'll probably have to look at some specific Pokemon and remind myself what moves they have and stuff. But you guys in chat, you can throw out some suggestions and I'll give my opinion on them. Love to see stupid moves get buffed like Draining Kiss. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Draining Kiss. I think stuff like Zen Headbutt, they kind of need to keep it as bad as possible for the sake of Chansey not ruining everyone's life. That's a loss. If we get to 2 energy balls, that's good. Oh, it doesn't. I think we might just narrowly get to a second one before they farm me down here. Okay, nice. Alright, we get a shield advantage here. Iron Tail for Steelix, a Dragon Tail clone? No, I disagree. Steelix has already ruined Breaking Swipe, so we don't need to keep on buffing it. That's my opinion on that one. Bro, what the fuck is this team? What the hell? Okay. Bite. Ah, they get the debuff, obviously. Basti in the back. Honestly, it could be. I don't know what they're doing, though. Okay, they've got a lot of energy on Carbink. It's hard to know if it's worth shielding here to double shield, or if we just hope that Raichu can sweep. What the hell? Not the 2 shield flex. To be fair, they played exactly as well as someone playing that team would play, if I'm being honest. Asking a British question. Do you like vinegar? Not really. Not loads of it anyways. I don't really like the smell of it. Would like to see them add a 5-turn fast move to give currently unviable Pokemon. For example, Whirlpool, and give it to like Vaporeon, Inteleon, Gorbis, Huntail. I like that shout. Bite. Yeah, oh yeah, going back to Bite, I think they could rework it. For sure. I don't know if you'd make it a Bug Bite clone, or you'd make it like... The issue with 1-turn fast moves is you either make them really good or really bad. You don't have much wiggle room. Alright, next up we've got Lucario, Quillfish. So that'll be Quillfish's last... Oh, we're triple weak to... Well, Beedrill's not weak to ground, technically, I guess. So we'll just stick with it. So is it Quillfish, Beedrill, and Lucario? Credilli. Obviously we have Lucario, which is a great matchup. Should we swap it in here? Fuck it, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay, they're going to shield. I wonder if they shield here, if it's worth letting go. Because Beedrill's got similar coverage. I'll let it go. Maybe that's a mistake if they've got like a Talonflame or something in the back. But I guess we'll find out. I mean, if they have any sort of flying type in the back, then we're in trouble. Fuck. Okay, we have to remember Credilli is one away from a move. That's bad. Yeah, okay, we made the wrong call, it would seem. Probably the worst flying type we could have seen, actually. Just because they also resist the draw run. Yeah, I'm not going to bother throwing. That's unfortunate for us. I think if we... Thing is though, if we shielded the Quillfish, 2 Aquatails probably don't KO either, so we're still in a bit of a tricky situation. I'd like to see Oricorio be made viable by giving it Peck and their signature move, Revelation Dance. Is that a... Does that move have a typing that isn't flying? Because I think the issue for them is they have no... Like, the unique typings aren't unique because they've only got flying moves. wild opinion, but they could honestly buff V-Create, and I don't see it making a difference. I don't think they need to, unless they make it like a 2-stage defense drop instead of 3 or something like that. Deals damage of their primary type. Okay, nice. Yeah, I think that's a very good suggestion in that case. Very much agree. Alright, next up, we got Grimmsnarl, Hisuian Decidueye, and Lycanroc. Charge Beam buff, maybe? Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Does Upper Hand have some chance effect? Yeah, I think it's like 30% chance to drop the opponent's defense. Otherwise, it's a clone of like Aqua Jet, Psyshock, Sludge. But it just has a 30% chance to debuff as well. Okay. Rough lead for us. We'll swap into Lycanroc and we'll hope that they come in with something like this, I guess. Okay, they know about the hidden tech. What's my other Pokemon? Grimmsnarl. I kind of want a shield, and then just... if they throw on CMP, that would be great for me. They actually do. Okay, huge. Best case scenario. And they allow me to take them out. But they probably have Ninetales as a third. So, in that case, like Decidueye... oh! That's actually massive. But they do get a massive farm down. But yeah, we just come in with Decidueye. Okay, Grimmsnarl's, even though we do resist the Dragon Breath damage, it's not like the most comfortable matchup into Altaria. Without Play Rough. But I should be able to afford to no shield here. Wish Bulldoze was a guaranteed debuff. I disagree, just because I already don't like Tinkaton. And I feel like it would be very annoying to deal with if it was guaranteed. Okay, with that landing... we're still in a bit of a tricky situation here. I think I have to no shield. But are we just going to take too much damage from Dragon Breaths now? Ooh, maybe I can commit to a farm down. Shit, no I can't. I messed up. Okay, we have a chance here actually. I didn't expect them to no shield. I think I live one more, but they might throw. They don't throw. Alright, come on, please. Decidueye, this is super effective. Please just knock them out. No! Licky, licky! Oh, what a... fuck. That sucks. Sad times. Alright. How do you see the content creation side of things with playing Spice in lower elo versus meta for Legend? Well, obviously, running meta at Legend rank is going to get you more views. But, like, content creation isn't just about views. You also have to enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, it's very hard to, like, stay at it, especially with a game that's like 10 years old. If I was running like the sorts of teams that like Homesize Henry and its Axon ran, and like obviously being like a leaderboard player and stuff, I'd have gotten too bored of that a long time ago. So it's like you need like obviously there's like obviously like in terms of views, like yeah, sure, people, the biggest issue with running spice content is no one is searching for it. Like when I look up my like analytics on YouTube, my like percentage of views that come from searching is probably like 1%, and that's actually people searching like CallumOnToast. They're not searching like, I don't know, spicy GBL content or attack form Deoxys in the Go Battle League or something like that. Whereas most people are searching like best team for Great League or best team for climbing to legend or something like that. So they'll get so many views and so many subscribers from people, yeah, from people just searching like really common stuff like team to legend or some shit like that. So unfortunately, the only people that watch my content are either people that are already subscribed, or if it comes up through like someone's YouTube homepage or like recommended as like the next video or something like that, after someone's already watched another content creator that's probably making GBL content as well. So it's tricky in that sense, which means it makes it like obviously a lot harder to grow the channel. But yeah, like people ask me like, oh, how come you don't ever try run like a meta team for just a week to see how far you can climb? But the issue is I just don't enjoy it. So like maybe one day's worth of battles with a meta team is probably as far as I could take it before I just get so bored. Because already I find it boring going up against the same teams over and over again, because everyone's just running licky licky, like other stuff that's just super common. Okay, we got Go-Goat, Milotic for the first time, and Hisuian Electrode. Bro, I can't even spell. Okay, yeah, we'll go this order. Makes sense. I only found in the last few days I'm new to Pogo PvP. Best content is yours by far. I appreciate that. How did you come across my channel? Is it by searching anything, or did I just randomly pop up sort of in your YouTube feed? Okay. They could be on Trailblaze, so I'm not going to take the risk, and I'll swap out here. Yeah, they are on Trailblaze. Okay, so that's a good catch. Okay, awkward for us because they can just farm us down, but we'll grab a shield advantage. Either that, or obviously if they no shield here, then that's going to happen. Okay, that's like best case scenario for us, for sure. Go-Goat once again proving to be the GOAT. And then we just come in, we should be able to no shield. They blind throw again, so probably another Trailblaze. Expecting Milotic to come back in. Even if they're chilling water, it doesn't really matter. They do chilling water, that's fine. We know we resist both. That's just unfortunate for the opponent here. I think what we'll do is we'll go for an energy ball. We are debuffed, so we can just swap out into Milotic now. And yeah, GG's, that was pretty comfortable. Clearly the opponent isn't coming up against too many Go-Goats, otherwise they definitely should have just shielded there. I think we would have been in an okay position anyways. Alright, so let's find out if that was our final set. We don't need that many raspberries. Or if we have one more set. Okay, we have one more set, so you guys are in for a treat with this one. When you first started playing GBL, making GBL content, how long did it take you to realize meta Pokemon are boring and then resort to Spice? So like when I first started making content on YouTube, I was actually like it was like my content was Team Go Rocket battle challenges. So I think Raphael was in the chat earlier. He still does like Team Rocket challenges, max battle, raid battle challenges as well. But yeah, I first started doing that when the Team Rocket leaders first came out, because they came out in just specific cities, and London was one of them. So I think when they came out, I think Sierra had Lapras in the lead, and back then, by the way, they were actually really difficult to beat. Like these days, they're just super straightforward. You can just tap, you don't really even need to look at what's happening on your screen. You just spam out charge moves and stuff, and it's pretty chill. But back then, like a Lapras was killing like 2/3 of your team pretty comfortably. Okay, we've had Blaziken like 3 times now, so we'll leave that. We'll go for Frostlass instead, and then both Bruxish and Beedrill we've had twice. But yeah, so initially started making Team Rocket challenge content, and then I was playing in the Go Battle League. Hit Legend like really early in the first season. My team, like, it wasn't spicy, but at the time it was like off meta. It was Scrafty, Hypno with Legacy Psyshock and Focus Blast, and then Lantern, which wasn't... This was way before Lantern was like really good, before it gained access to like Surf and stuff. So I think it would have been like Spark, Thunderbolt, Hydro Pump. But yeah, hit Legend like super early, probably like... This was before they had leaderboards, so I don't know. I can't tell you exactly when, but like maybe top 50 or top 100, like, or like first 50 to 100 people in the world to hit Legend. Second season, I think you just used the same team, and then at that point I got bored. So then I think I spiced it up from season 3 onwards, and just progressively got more and more spicy with it. And then I wonder when I actually started making GBL content. I know that, like, I have a playlist for GBL videos, and my first video, the team is like Bronzong, Shadow Shiftry, and Shadow Flygon. But I can't remember what season that was where I posted that video. But yeah, so like it only took a couple of seasons for me to get bored, really. Just reminding myself of the team. It was Bruxish, Beedrill, and Frostlass. So yeah, I already got bored of it before I even started making content on the Go Battle League. Okay, this makes sense. I probably should TM to Aquatel, but I can't be bothered. That's a tricky one. Okay, they do throw on alignment, so that's something. They might bait me here. They might not expect crunch though. Okay, they do full send. I'm gonna go for a crunch. Oh. Okay, we'll go for this immediately. They might think we're on Avalanche, in which case they possibly shield. Okay, they know shield, that's bad. So now I'm going to have to double shield here, but I will be able to farm them down now. I will see if they go for Dark Pulse or just a foul play. Or maybe a Shadow Ball. Dark Pulse. Okay, yeah, we can definitely farm them down then. Maybe we could have thrown a bit later, actually. Okay, I maybe could have baited here since I'm already boosted, but we'll just guarantee the knockout or a shield. We're already at a big disadvantage. So yeah, we'll go for the Shadow Ball. Let's see if they... Ah, shit! Okay, definitely should have Shadow Balled this time around. What the hell am I doing? I don't think it matters too much. Okay, we do grab the shield, and we do have Crunch loaded. So I think we just throw straight away. They might swap out, but I'll throw... Yeah, they do swap. No, they don't swap. They do swap into Marowak. What's my final Pokemon? Beedrill. Okay. I messed up there. I should have tried to catch a Bone Club, but now they can just go straight for a Rock Slide. Yikes. Shit. I'm also not a back-to-back Psychic Fangs either. Okay, we just messed up this one, unfortunately. I actually could have overfarmed by one there, and then I would have got to a Crunch, it looks like. Yeah, so I could have won that game pretty comfortably, but just really poor play in the end game there. But GG's to that trainer. Alright. We've got Komo-O, Lycanroc again, and Dragonair. Oops. Okay, not a great lead for us. We'll swap out. We'll see if they do Mud Bomb or if maybe they bait us with a Discharge. Okay, here's the Mud Bomb. That's fine. Okay, that should be a Grass Knot. It's resisted. It's non-stab. Hopefully we can live this. Okay, we barely live it. Nice. That's perfect for us. Best case scenario, really. Okay, so they threw a Grass Knot. Oh, that was quite loud. That was probably disgusting for you guys to hear. Okay, I could have overfarmed by one more, but I kind of don't want them to shield and throw. Well, actually, it'd probably be better for me. Okay, they do shield anyways. I guess it doesn't really matter then. Because now we're boosted. Obviously. Right, that 4... Okay. This is fine. I should be able to Dragon Tail them down before their next move. Yeah, comfortably. Could be tricky if they've got like a second Psychic type Pokemon. But I guess we'll find out. That is quite bad. I kind of need them to... Shit. Yep. It's so obvious, but I had to throw there. I mean, the plus side is I do resist the moves, but I've just got no damage to throw here. I think my Switch Shock was just coming up. If I predicted that they swap out, I maybe could have held on to it there, but because I debuffed myself, I was kind of forced into throwing when I did. But yeah, having only double resisted charge moves, this is where Lycanroc is quite bad as a rock, well, it's very bad as a rock type. But yeah, nice play by the opponent. I think maybe if I baited with an upper hand, and obviously I don't debuff my defense, it gives me a tiny bit more wiggle room with where I could have thrown the next charge move. Whereas because I debuffed myself, I had to throw as soon as I got there. Alright, so we got regular Electrode, Armor Rouge, and Zapdos. Okay, again, we're going to be struggling with, like, Stunfisk. But whatever. What was the other one we spun? Electrode. And also, like, any rock type damage will be tricky for us. Okay, Armor Rouge into Wigglytuff. Great lead. I might as well just throw a Side Shock. And then we can come in with Zapdos. Okay, pretty horrible team so far. Okay, yeah, they just go for Bone Club. Interesting play. Thank you for the donation, Connorism. Arcanine, Whelmer, Annihilate. I don't have a Whelmer built. I don't think this one I have... Whoa, what the hell? Why is it... Why is that coming up several times? Oh, they commit into a farm down here. Oh, they don't commit to the farm down? That's fine with me. I can't remember how much energy they've got. If they're one away, we could be in trouble. Yeah, they are. That's fine, though. As long as they don't have double ground, that could be quite bad for us. Okay, whatever. GG's. We'll take it. Alright, yeah, I don't think I have enough XL candies to build a Whelmer either. Yeah, I've only got 86. If I've got one that's like... high, okay, yeah, that's high IVs. Okay, I can technically build this. Fully XL. Let me check if it's worth it. In terms of like the matchups that it wins or doesn't win versus like a high rank one. Oh yeah, this is something that you guys should check out, by the way. If you're thinking about investing in something, especially if it's like a very expensive investment, it's worth checking out if, say, a high rank version of that Pokemon is going to perform a lot better than like a hundo version of it, and so to see if you can like save Stardust and candies and whatnot. So basically what I'm doing right now, I guess I can move this onto here. Bear with me 1 second. So yeah, what you can do, right, is you can go to PvPoke and set up a matrix simulation. So we got one here, which is just the hundo. And then this one is like the rank 1. And then we'll just simulate it against the Great League meta and see. So yeah, the rank 1 picks up a ton more matchups, 20 and 28 versus 14 and 34. So that kind of tells me that it's probably not worth building the hundo that I have. I personally don't bother doing this most of the time, which is why I have such rubbish IVs of Pokemon, but it's kind of useful information for you guys. If I get Whelmer, maybe something spicy to back up Arcanine's weaknesses. I could just do a Whale Lord instead. If that's fine. Let me know if that's acceptable for you, or we can change it to something else. Happy with that? Okay, cool. We shall give it a go. Alright. So we've got Arcanine into Weezing. An okay matchup for us, as we are resisting the fast move damage. Sludge is going to hit fairly hard here, but I can live one. Okay, we don't have necessarily the best answer to Altaria, since I don't have Ice Punch on the Annihilate, so I'll just chip with a Wild Charge first, and then we can come in with Whelmer, and then we can just go for a Surf. But I'll actually shield once and then just look to overfarm. Okay, I thought I didn't click on it then, but obviously the shield's just very far in front of Whelmer's face, or sorry, Wailord's face. Okay. Oh, they actually shield. That's fine. They double shield. I think at this point we just let it go. They Dragon Pulse. Interesting. Ah, shit. Not the best Simul swap. I was looking to get ahead on energy. They've got quite a lot of energy here. So I'll shield the first, just in case it's an overheat. Or like a play rough or something. Okay, it is the overheat. Good. I'm actually pretty unfamiliar with Annihilate. I don't know if a Rage Fist will KO from here. It does. Okay, that's great. Okay, that should put us in a pretty good position then. As long as they don't catch the move, which is quite hard with Hex versus a 2-turn fast move. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Annihilate kind of busted. GG's, thank you, Connor, for the donation. We'll be adding those to the wheel. That's not the wheel, obviously. Alright, next up we've got Ledian, Slurpuff, I feel like we had this a couple times, so I'll probably remove it. Hippowdon we only had once. And then Hydreigon we only had once. Whoa, sorry. Apologies, I've missed another donation. Thank you, Vinay, HN96, for Rayquaza plus anything. Alright. In that case, we've only got one battle left, so obviously this should be that. We'll go Rayquaza. Should we just go for the full weather trio? I feel like it's my go-to this season for just enjoying the battles and having fun. So yeah, why the hell not? We'll go for this as the final battle. I assume this is my final set. Feels like I've been streaming for ages. 2 hours and 12 minutes. Surely we've done 6 sets by now. My phone's also on 16% battery, so I assume this is the last battle. So let's see what we can do. If we can actually get into this battle, that'd be great. If you don't mind. Okay, I think we lagged out of this one. But hopefully that doesn't count as our final battle. Any spice built for Master Premier? Well, not built specifically for it, but I've got... I don't know, the spiciest thing I've got really... Well, I do have... Like, I've got a Hundo Shadow Luxray built, but it's just too rubbish. It basically only beats Gyarados, and even then it kind of doesn't. Okay, Dunsparce is a bit tricky for us. I wonder if we can catch a Rock Slide, maybe? And then for like not quite as spicy stuff, I've got Chandelure. I've got... Okay, we do catch the Rock Slide, nice. Ooh, that's not so good for us. We might as well just full send for sure. No real reason not to. Okay, they do shield. Fair enough. But yeah, do I come in and go for the Ancient Power immediately? I'm going to say yeah, I might as well, because that way I can get both shields down straight away. Yeah, they throw on CMP. And then at this point, maybe just 2 shields and a Shadow Kyogre is enough to sweep this game. Because unless they've got a Water type in the back, I feel pretty good with Kyogre here. Because likely we shield once and then we just fully fast move farm them down here. Obviously they do now have the opportunity to swap out, but that's fine. Okay, they full send a Brave Bird, fair play. I think what we'll do is we'll just look to overfarm. I can't remember with... If they throw a Rock Slide first and then Drill Run, if they can throw another Drill Run after just 3. But to play it safe, I'll just throw after 3 anyways. Okay, yeah, I think that might have been a CMP tie. Okay, Talonflame is still there to be farmed down, but I can't get too low with Kyogre. I think we just immediately throw this. Hopefully this KOs. Charge Bug's pretty bulky though, so I guess we'll find out. Come on, Kyogre. Oh boy. Let's go. That is how you end the stream, guys. GG's. Thank you for the donation and the Rayquaza request. Obviously, we kind of did just sacrifice it in that battle, but you know, sometimes you need to do that for Kyogre to look like the best Pokemon of all time. Alright, we'll just verify that's definitely our final set. Yes, alright. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I am, as I've mentioned already, and you probably can tell from my voice, I am still unfortunately a little bit ill, which is why the videos have been less frequent than usual, because basically every time I record a video, the strain that it puts on like my throat is less than ideal for me, and as a result it means that I can't really film videos in back-to-back days just because it's a bit painful for me. Hopefully eventually I'll start to feel better. Obviously with streaming I'm not quite going as crazy with the commentary and stuff, so it's a bit more chill for me, but I can't necessarily always stream every day. So yeah, maybe a video tomorrow, maybe not. We might try and use the idea from the pinned comment that I've put out in this stream, as we did have someone with a good suggestion which I quite liked for it. So potentially that could be tomorrow's video. I also have another idea for a stream, by the way, but the only problem is it's going to take a lot of TMs for me to get like the suboptimal moveset on most of the Pokemon. But the idea, right, I might as well tell you guys now before we end the stream. So obviously I did a video a couple of days ago where I only used punch moves on all the Pokemon, and so there aren't quite any other moves where all 3 moves on 3 different Pokemon are all ending in the same word, like punch. But there are quite a lot of combinations for at least both charge moves that end in the same word. So for example, you got like Weather Ball plus Energy Ball, or Shadow Ball, Gyro Ball, that kind of thing. So I've got a wheel of I think I've got maybe 8 or 9 combinations at the moment. The options are like Bomb, Ball, Cannon, obviously Punch, trying to think what other ones, Beam, there's a few others as well. But in order to do it for like a full team, like for example if I was to do Pulse is another one. Blast I thought of, but it's actually really hard, because Blast, I think one of the only Pokemon with 2 Blast moves is Toucannon with Rock Blast and Beak Blast. Like obviously there's quite a few options. You got like Focus Blast, you got Fire Blast, Rock Blast I said already, a couple others. But yeah, like unfortunately, like there's just not many Pokemon that have 2 of them. So as an example, if I was to do Pulse, it would have to be like Sliggoo with Water Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Hydreigon or Zweilous with Dark Pulse and Dragon Pulse, and like they're just not, they're obviously quite expensive moves. I think cheapest is like 50 and Dragon Pulse is then also 55. So like suboptimal, I'd have to get rid of like legacy moves on certain ones as well. Or like if I did Cannon, it'd be like Blastoise with Hydro Cannon, Flash Cannon, and Empoleon with the same moveset. And then can't remember what the other one is, but either way, like these Pokemon would be like not on the most optimal movesets, so like it's a bit tricky to do that. Plus I'd need to use like a bunch of TMs as well, so it's one that I want to do, but I just don't know if it would necessarily actually work. What about a triple Rage team? Rage Fist plus Morpeko, Kingdra and Outrage. Yeah, but it's like all the ones that I'm doing is like they have 2 charge moves that have it. So like for example, if it was a beam team, I could use Gigalith with Meteor Beam and Meteor Beam and Solar Beam. I could use Jellicent with Bubble Beam and Ice Beam and stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunately it's just going to take a lot of TMs, which I don't think I've got at the moment. Let's see, 5 charge TMs. That's probably just not going to be enough for the amount of things that I want to build for that stream. So it is one that's in the works. It's just probably not going to happen this season unless we get some sort of event, like another raid weekend or something that I actually go to, where you get like a bunch of free raid passes and it's like guaranteed charge TMs or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this stream. So if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like. I should have said that probably way earlier than now. Leaving a like doesn't really make any difference at this point, but you might as well if you did enjoy it. And yeah, hopefully regular videos will resume tomorrow. But again, I don't know if I can continue with the near daily uploads just yet, just because I'm feeling a bit ill. But we'll try our best, but we'll just kind of take it as it goes. So yeah, I'll see you guys